Welcome back. Today we got a couple other students on the channel today and talking about their farm, their experience with our coaching program, and what led them into growing microgreens. So let's get into it. And welcome, Bill and Cindy. How are you?
Doing great.
Good. There've been moments that, Mike, we talked
Yeah.
to you. Sometimes you overwork. Your time is valuable. This is not for the faint of heart, but it's doable. When we get frustrated, we just kind of remind ourselves of, all right, why are we doing this? And the income we're generating for our future is important. I think you need to come back to your goals and focus on that. Whatever the issue is, it gets solved. You move forward, and then you have a couple good days, and something else. What else happened? The humidity is too high in the grow room, or whatever it is. It all works out.
Yeah. Most of these crops grow in 10 days.
Right.
You can correct it fast.
Right. Yeah.
You ain't got to wait 4 months to figure out you failed.
That's
The fun part that I liked about the farmers markets, we could do that.
Yeah.
And you get to meet the people, and they're just so appreciative and understand that the value of what you're bringing and want to talk about it, having you use it, giving you ideas. We hadn't grown wasabi until someone at one of the farmers markets said, "Boy, it'd be great to get something more spicier," and we said, "Oh, I think there is something, wasabi." And so we started growing that, and people just loved it. And some chefs to this day really enjoy it. But the tough days are outweighed by seeing how it affects people's lives.
Yeah. Being out in the public and in that environment helps get you through tough times and see people enjoying your product. If you never see your customers, it's hard to experience that. Another reason why I love farmers markets. So we've talked a little bit about mistakes and, sunflowers and everything like that. But was there any big mistakes in the early going that you guys wish you would have avoided? If you could go back and change anything, not growing in the tent.
Yeah, definitely not growing in town.
That was a big mistake. It was an 8x8. What I found out was that when the grow rack, and you put the wheels on the bottom like that, it doesn't actually fit. It's taller than 8 feet. I took a hacksaw and cut the top of the rack off.
Wow.
So it fit in there just barely. At that point, I'm like, this is probably a mistake, but I was all in. You had to make it work. On paper, it's a good idea, but then you get the humidifier in there, a mini one, and then I got to put the fan on the side, so that I wouldn't
get the vent to go out.
That is not good. But I think we went at our own pace. The CSA pushed us hard, but once we figured that out, we've had good discussions over the year of how do we grow at a good pace for us, right? This is not a sole job right now. I still have my W-2 corporate job. Cindy still works part-time for an online company. The idea is this will help us move out of that. But in the meantime, we still get those jobs. So let's grow in a way that helps us move forward and pushes us a little bit, but not so much that we're just don't want to continue.
Just go with the correct space. That's a good lesson for a lot of people. Everybody wants to go gung-ho. You want to make it successful and take everything on. Right. But you got to go at a good pace, great for your situation.
Yeah.
Like we went all in at 6 months, just dived in. If not, we get a job, but that's not for everybody. And I do not recommend that for everybody because not everybody's in that situation that you can do that. But so like what Bill and Cindy are doing and like growing it to the level where it's not pushing them, where they can enjoy their life, but they're still building something and eventually where they can quit their jobs and everything else. That's the correct pace for most people.
Right.
So recommend your path better for most people.
Yes, yeah, probably. It really bad for a marriage if it didn't.
Yes.
Bill does have to pull me in a little bit, not to go out to too many restaurants at once.
I call Cindy the restaurant queen of our group because she is killing it, getting restaurants. Great job on that. But yeah, we'll get into that a little bit here. Kind of starting out. But so how has your microgreen business evolved since you started? Like you guys, I know we talked about it a little bit. You were thinking about home deliveries and now you're more restaurant, right?
We are probably 70% restaurants. We have 2 grocery stores also. And 2 CSAs and the rest are restaurants. Yeah.
What? 15 restaurants right here?
16. 16
restaurants.
Yeah. Tomorrow I go out. I'm so excited. There's a couple of them. I can't wait to go. And I don't know how quickly you want to get into this, but I have chefs telling me you need to see this person. And
nice.
I My last chef already called the chef at this other restaurant and said, she's
Beautiful.
coming. Be ready. There's work already done for me.
When warm leads start happening, that is magical.
Yeah, it's great.
That's
It's
awesome.
great.
Yeah, you're like 5 times. We only got like 6 restaurants. Every time I talk to you, you got 2 more restaurants. So I expect at our next meeting, you're going to have 2 more restaurants by then.
No,
That's great. Where are we going to put those trays? Yeah, space.
right. Oh, I know.
Going up.
Going up because we were in a garage converted into what we call the grow room now. And we do have tall ceilings. So, Bill is looking at ways that we can build higher racks and fulfill, do that way as opposed to going outside and having to find a bigger facility. We're not ready for that.
Use every space before you move.
Yes.
We use every space.
Yes.
Keep going up, expand it to other parts, all of it.
That's good advice. We've rearranged that grow room at least 4 times because every time we look at it a little bit differently, they think, oh, wait, if we move that over here, then we could fit another rack there. Or if we get rid of, it was our garage and, rec area, right? Well, if we get rid of that treadmill that's been sitting there for 3 years, we can put a refrigerator out there. It's getting creative with your space. And the more you really think about it, I believe we have 10 racks in there now. We've got a length one mostly for drying trays and stuff like that.
Yeah. Don't forget about that space. You need room to clean the trays, dry the trays, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, be creative and think about, not that we can't do it. It's like, how can I do this? What would have to change to fit another rack or do something different? We've been good at taking that mentality of what would need to happen.
Lots of rearranging.
And they do make taller shelves. You may not be able to reach in the water, but they do make taller shelves.
Yeah.
Step ladders were great. Benches. Jess was using a bench to water the top shelf when we were still back then. So you get creative. You find ways if you gotta make it fit, right?
I refuse to tell somebody no. This one might be like, sorry, I can't do that. But I'm like, no, we have this order. We're going to do it. So we just have to figure out how to do it.
It's hard to tell somebody when they want to give you money.
I know, right? Especially if it's a chef.
Come on. What's been the most effective strategy of getting new customers, new chefs?
Oh my goodness.
The clipboard.
This is my little clipboard. This clipboard is old, I will say. I'm pretty sure I had it when I was teaching. That is what my strategy is. And that came from you guys. You always have to go to the back to the kitchen. Don't go. I was so nervous when I first started. I thought of that movie. He said that you have 20 seconds of pure courage. Just go out there and do it. That's what I do. Once you're in the door, you got to do something because they're all looking at you.
What do you say when you walk in the door?
Yeah.
Typically, I ask, where's the chef? They'll tell me who it is. If not, I go up and introduce myself. My name is Cindy. I'm with Goochland Greens, Microgreen Farm in Goochland County. I'm reaching out to local restaurants that support local farms. I have some samples for you that I'd like to give you. Well, I have yet to have a chef say no to a free sample of microgreens. They get excited. It's cool. And, I give them to them. And, a lot of times they'll pop them open right then and taste them. And, and they always like them. And then, I'll go into a little bit more. We harvest on a Monday, deliver on Tuesday. So they're as fresh as you get. You can't get anything fresher.
If you want to follow the journey more closely and connect with them more, you can just join us over at school.com/Microgreens for Profit. That's the free group. And they're also over there. Or you can jump in and start learning how to grow your business. Hope to see you over there. Happy growing. See you in the next one.
Yeah.
Thanks.